welcome in, welcome in. My name is Vivian Vixen. I go by V for short. I'm the Celestial Fox Goddess of Trophies and Gacha. Congratulations, Icy with the Platinum Trophy, Snow with the Gold, Mal with the Silver. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Unfortunately, Shrine check-ins did not work because I didn't have the program open because I'm a dodo. But as you can see, they are working now. And Scroll the Kitsune has visited Shrine 119 times and received a great curse in love. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. I got the first curse. Technically, you got the first Shrine check-in. Technically. For the day. So congratulations to that, Scroll. We're gonna go ahead and play some Zenless Zone Zero today. Yes, we also do have new emotes. I forgot about that. We have the lizard emotes made by Maddie, not Bambi. I'll go ahead and shout her out since I can. Bambi. So if you're not following Maddie, go ahead and give her a follow. She is awesome. I think she's... Oh, she's not live right now. I think she was live not too long ago, though. I did see her live not too long ago. So she made those emotes as a gift, which I appreciate immensely. And we're gonna go ahead and play some Zenless Zone Zero today. We're gonna continue season 3, chapter 2, The Long Goodbye. That is the plan. Tuesday, we're gonna do the same thing if we're not finished yet. Thursday, we're gonna just do some miscellaneous Zenless Zone Zero trophies. At least that's the plan. If you need to see where I post my schedule weekly, I post it weekly on Discord, Twitter, and Blue Sky. You post it every Sunday. That's it for announcements, I guess. Let's go ahead and just get into this. Here we go. Alright, you guys. I realized I have 30 standard banner pulls, so we're gonna go ahead and do those because apparently I'm just sitting on them. So let's just do some standard banner pulls before we actually get started. Alright, we got absolutely nothing there. So we could skip that. We don't care about 1A. We got all the A's we need. Alright, 20 pulls. And nothing there either. Okay, skip. One single A. And one more 10 pull for the standard banner. Here we go. Oh! Okay. Alright. Oh, I didn't mean to skip it. Oh well. We got a W Engine S. That's not that fun. I want a character. I don't want a W engine. Give me a character. That's annoying. That's annoying. Whatever. I wanted a character, not a W engine. That's dumb. Alright. Let's go ahead and get started with the actual story now. We go to Internaut. We're gonna go up to season... Oops. Come on. Season 3, chapter 2, The Long Goodbye. Here we go. That was not working there for a second. Also, bronze trophy. Congratulations, girl, for the bronze trophy. I didn't realize you redeemed it. I was gonna say bronze is still available. No, I just didn't. I didn't see it. I'm dumb.
The entrance is this way. Griff is already waiting for us.
Alright. We are in the Bangbu area. The Enna gang. Wow, so this is what the Master Proxy really looks like. So full of life, so charming.
All right, Griff. That's enough flattery. The sky will get dark soon, so we should get moving.
Ah, yes, honored guests. Look, I've already cleared away the barricades around the elevator ahead. It goes straight down to the bottom of the Retroflux zone. You'll be there in no time. But after you take the elevator down, you'll need to head a little further in to get to the place in the photo. Let's go. Also, if my game volume is too low, let me know. I'm trying to look over there, but I'm not sure if the game volume's a little on the low side. Actually, we'll go ahead and do that. Together with Ramiel, you take the elevator to the bottom floor of the Retroflux zone.
Here we are. The bottom floor of the Retroflux zone. Just like the energy hub I visited before. The lingering ether here isn't normal either. The concentration and activity levels are way off. In other words, there's probably another singularity leakage deeper inside. Come to think of it, Griff mentioned something like that too.
Suddenly, a white feather drifts into view and playfully grazes the tip of your nose.
Hey, that tickles. Ramiel, what are you doing?
Why, to bring a certain someone back from her own little world, of course. Now then, Miss Detective, what new clue have you uncovered? Oh my, are you upset? Then how about this? I'll give you a feather as well, and you can try to get me to sneeze too. Then we'll be even Steven. Deal?
Take the feather. You take the feather from Ramiel and waggle it on the tip of her nose several times. But nothing happens. How could a winged Thyren sneeze from her own feathers? I mean, cats. Cats always sneeze from their own fur.
There. Now we're even. So, tell me, what did you find?
Tell her what you found.
The lingering ether in this area, its concentration and activity aren't normal. And it's a lot like the energy hub I've been to. In other words, if we keep going deeper, the odds of running into a singularity leakage are very high. So, as we keep moving deeper, we'll need to avoid singularity leakages as much as possible. Ramiel, I need you to follow my directions, okay? I'm pretty dang confident in my proxy skills, so we should be just fine. Ramiel? Are you listening? Ramiel?
I don't think she's listening to us.
I'm listening. Please, go on.
I'm already done.
I already finished, Miss Absent-Minded Void Hunter.
Welcome in, Retro Vault Gaming official. Welcome in, and thank you so much for the follow, and congratulations for joining the shrine and becoming a Voxelite. And Evil Attend has visited Shrine 51 times and received a small blessing and money. Welcome in, Lazy. Welcome in.
My apologies. My mind wandered for a moment. It won't happen again. But I did hear everything you said. Really, relax. I'll follow your lead. After all, your faith in the legendary proxy.
All right.
I'll leave the route planning to you. Oh, great Faithin.
Oh, I don't think I've used her. Like, in the overworld world like this, I don't think I've actually used her and noticed she flies. That's cool. That is so cool. Welcome in, Batty Mill. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day, night, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is where you're at. Character intro, Ramiel. Ramiel's fourth hit of a basic attack, X special attack, and certain other skills apply Lumiflux buildup to the target. Landing a basic attack accumulates floating radiance. after the skill ends. When Ramiel is in combat and her floating radiance reaches a maximum of 120, hold after a special attack or X special attack to enter stance shift. When switching characters in stance shift, she enters the phase flow state. When Ramiel triggers a refringe reaction through her teammates, she generates Void Flare based on the anomaly effect strength of the attribute anomaly after it's been refringed. Up to 3 of the most recent generated Void Flares can be stored. Hi, she enters Meow state. Oh, thank you so much for the ew. Whoa. Ada. Oh my god, that was bad. Hold on, let me try that again. Ew. Whoa. Ada. Okay, I'm a little rusty. Okay, I think I hold this. There we go. You guys don't redeem that enough. You don't redeem it enough, so like I can't do the Ada very well.
Time to end this.
Oh. And also, now we have, it's time for the Uwu magic. Hold on, let me pause this. All right, hold on. Let me do this the right way so that we have the actual Uwu magic performed correctly. All right, here we go. Let me go ahead and get my mic out. I pressed the wrong button. There we go. It's time for the Uwu magic. Roar, Uwu, XD, Owo, Meow, Owo, Nya, Owo, Neko, Owo, Chan, Tihi, Uwu, Owo, Kawaii. And welcome in, Awoas Amoelas. Congratulations for your 37th Shrine check-in. You received a small blessing and confidence. Oh yeah, just in time for the best content on Twitch. Welcome in, Awoas Pink Cato. Hope you're having a good time. Hi V, how are you doing? I'm doing good. How about yourself, Henry? Alright, Uwu Magic completed. I feel like I did an awesome job, so no reruns for that. Here we go, back to the game. Let me get out my controller like so. Came right at the Uwu Magic. Yes, you did. Just in time for the Uwu Magic.
Let the stage be even more dazzling.
And Henry has visited Shrine 10 times and received a curse and money. Oops. There we go. The curses have no end. It's not that bad. It's only 2 more curses and blessings. You'll get a blessing next time for sure. For sure. 2 in a row curses.
The ether activity nearby is acting
It
up.
happens sometimes.
Singularity leakage?
That just means you're gonna get 3 blessings in a row. That's all that means. That's how that works, right?
There are way more enemies around here than I expected. Ramiel, how's it going on your end?
It looks like I kind of have my characters a little low in health. I wasn't really paying attention to the fighting.
Generation Void Hunter. Yeah, that'd make a pretty wild headline.
Alright, what do we want here? I think we want this. I think. Haha, figured that out pretty quick. Got it.
Let's slow down a bit. The area's data still hasn't... Remy, wait, don't!
Well, that looks like a hollow.
Great. We still ended up in a singularity leakage.
I wanted 2 blessings in a row. Got 2 curses. It is what it is.
All right. Let's go,
I believe you will get 3 blessings in a row. Like I said, you got 2 curses, so that means you'll get 3 blessings now.
Time to end it. The line shall be drawn by me.
Okay, looks like we're doing good. There we go.
All right, The enemies are dealt with. Let's keep moving.
We still ended up entering the singularity leakage.
And after all that, we still ended up entering the singularity leakage. Remiel, didn't we agree? Follow my directions and avoid singularity leakages whenever possible.
Sorry, that was my bad. It won't happen again.
I'm not like you, Remiel. You were right. When it comes to combat skills, I really haven't improved much. I've mostly just been relying on Pyrois's power.
I believe in the Fox Goddess's prediction. I'm sure it will happen as long as you just keep coming back. It might take a while, it might, but I'm sure you'll get 3 blessings in a row.
That's why I've been trying to stay away from those dangerous singularity leakages. At the very least, I don't want us getting dragged into a fight where I'd only hold you back.
If you ask me, you're being far too hard on yourself, Miss Proxy. The proxies I've known, well, there haven't been many, but among them, the only ones capable of entering a hollow and fighting in person are you and Joyous.
I believe. See, Lazy believes. He's a mod. He would know better. I know your sis, Vixie. Vixie. Yeah, I know. We're not sisters, but yeah, she has an awesome model. She has a really good looking model. Actually, I've tried to commission her artist for the past year, and I've had no luck. I've tried so hard, but it hasn't been working. Because she chooses only a few every 8 months, and I have lost both times from being one of the few. This model is good too. It is. But I wanted a custom model from her artist, and it's kind of hard to really get her artist too because she's very popular artist. So that's part of the issue as well. And Lazy has visited Shrine 57 times and received a great blessing and family. See, Lazy got a blessing. Congrats, Lazy, congrats.
What was it you all ended up calling him again? Ah, right. The predecessor of Proxies. I'd love to see the look on his face if he ever heard that title. Look at it this way. You're already enough of a legend to stand shoulder to shoulder with the predecessor of Proxies. Does that make you feel a little better?
And the Buster has visited Shrine 55 times and received a curse and luck. Batty Meal has visited Shrine 2 times and received a great curse and money.
Thanks, Remiel. But putting me on the same level as Mr. Joyous? You're giving me way too much credit.
It's not such a stretch. If you ask me, his combat skills may actually be worse than yours. He's your complete opposite. Always convinced he can handle anything. Yet the moment a real fight begins, he's the first one flat on the ground.
That sounds about right.
And you're the sort of person who's already doing well, yet still quietly tells themselves it isn't enough.
That's how I feel. That's me to a T. I'm like, I'm not doing enough. I need to do more. I know how that feels.
For a beginner, your combat skills have improved remarkably quickly. I know many of your friends excel in combat, but there's no need to measure yourself against them. Don't forget, you're a Proxy. You always have been, and you still are.
And Brennan Snakecore has visited Shrine 58 times and received a small blessing towards a wish. Welcome in, welcome in.
There are many things only you can do. As for the things you can't do alone, I believe your friends will be right beside you to accomplish them together.
Remiel, where did all that come from? And no riddles. Did your chronic Riddler syndrome finally clear up?
Oh my, I thought you'd at least thank me first.
Thank you for dragging us into a singularity leakage.
For sharing a bit of old gossip about Joyous, of course. There aren't many people in this world who still remember what happened back then.
Well, curse and health strikes me again as I have a migraine, so I'm resting. Aw, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better, Brennan.
Remiel.
Now that you're feeling a little better, it's time we kept moving. The crime scene you're looking for should be just below us. As for finding a way through the singularity leakage, I'll leave that to you, my stubborn Miss Proxy.
Wait, who's being difficult here, Remiel?
Yes, I wonder, who could it be?
And going down? I think we're going down.
I'll leave the fighting to you, Remiel. Scorching Sun!
As you say, Miss Proxy.
Alright, we'll go ahead and switch. I love Valina. Valina's attacks are so good.
Doesn't it seem like there's more and more enemies around here?
This hardly counts as a warm-up.
Curious as I am, you said Belle is the protagonist, right? I've seen others whether the main character can be either male or female. Does the same apply to this? Yes. So you can either play as the brother, which is Wise, or Belle, which is the sister. So you have the choice between those two.
Suffocating now.
Helldivers 2 looks insanely different. Right? This is the anime version of Helldivers, the new DLC. The anime Helldivers DLC that nobody talks about. I don't know why, it's so good. It's like really good. This Helldiver sucks? What? Anime Helldivers is the best kind of Helldivers. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, like, look at this girl. Look at her. It's an angel.
Miss Proxy.
Like, I don't see anything wrong. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, so you can either play as a brother or sister.
There it is. That's the place from Toby's memory. Whoa. That's a strong ether activity response.
Master, I'm picking up ether activity similar to that of Toby.
So the culprit used this mech to hurt Toby. Remiel, you can't smash it to pieces.
This would be a wild Helldivers mod. It would. I mean, isn't that what we're playing right now?
Understood.
Helldivers doesn't have enough anime girls. No, it doesn't. It needs more. If it had more anime girls, then maybe I'd consider playing it. I need my anime waifus and have spawned those after all.
I can hear your heartbeat.
Thank you for the lurk, Brennan Snakecore. Thank you, thank you.
Total annihilation!
I don't know how to fight with these characters. I'm just pressing buttons at this rate. That's true. Helldiver does need anime waifu. See, I'm not the only one who thinks that.
Let me play the final note of your fate. A single moment and become.
Gosh, Ramiel is so good. I hope she doesn't, like, start sucking right away. Like, I hope they keep her good for a while. I hope she just doesn't drop to the bottom of the tier list real fast, like some characters do.
Data cross-reference complete. Master, your current location matches Toby's memory record with a 99.73% similarity rate. Site confirmed.
Been playing it and I feel that's what it's missing. Right, like any game that doesn't have anime characters, that's what they're missing, obviously. And Asian Garfield has visited Shrine 116 times and received a curse and confidence Ramiel's model is really beautiful. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Agreed.
Looks like the culprit's long gone by now. Let's check out that weird mech first and see if we can find any clues.
Besides the obvious bazungas. Yeah. Besides that, like, we're not looking at just that. No.
Then I'll rest nearby for a bit. Data analysis isn't exactly my specialty, so I'll leave that to you and your AI assistant.
Sure, no problem. Leave it to me.
With Fairy's help, you quickly retrieve and restore the mech's operation logs.
Just as I thought. The culprit used this mech to implant potent ether into the Bangbu. And there's something else. I'm seeing traces of a virus inside the Bangbu. Was the culprit trying to control them remotely and make them commit crimes? Or maybe...
Best be quick, Miss Proxy. I damaged that mech's ether battery during the fight, so there's no telling when it might explode.
Hello, Mina. Welcome in. Congratulations for your 41st shrine check, and you received a great curse and family. Welcome in. It's just Saturn. Welcome in. Hey, yeah. Hope you're having a good day, night, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is where you're at.
Huh? Why didn't you mention that sooner? Wait. What's this? A video? No. It looks like a photo. How is that possible?
Oh, that was the guy that supposedly died. I'm tracking now. It took me a second. And it's just Saturn has visited Shrine 2 times and received a curse and happiness.
Why is he here? No, that's not possible. He should have... Sir Pico? How could Sir Pico be here?
Huh? That image that flashed by just now, what was it? The culprit's face? I feel like I've seen it somewhere before.
And Sir Julius has visited Shrine 70 times and received a small curse and happiness. This is BS. At least it's even and you don't have more curses than you do blessings.
I'm not sure, but... this mech's data is way too corrupted. Fairy, can you recover that image from earlier?
Understood, Master. Locating anomalous image data.
Sir Pico? No, it can't be him. It's just someone who looks like him. I must be seeing things. It's probably because I saw Truvia earlier. That's why Sir Pico came to mind. I must have mistaken the culprit for him. Yeah, that has to be it.
Welcome in, Zeta Flare. Welcome in. You're so cute, Vixen. Aw, thank you. Hope you're having a good day, night, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is where you're at. I hit enter on my iPhone too fast. It happens. It happens. It's so easy to do.
But what if? What if that really is Sir Pico?
You look pale, Miss Proxy. What happened? If we've gathered enough information, let's head back for now. No need to continue analysis here. The culprit is clearly long gone. Miss Proxy? Belle? Are you listening?
There can only be one. Yeah, I don't think the world can handle two Sir Juliuses, let's be real. I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, I'm fine. Just give me a little bit. I want to confirm something.
Just then, a rapid string of warnings blare from the broken mech.
Belle, stay away from that mech.
So close. Gotta figure this out. Wait! A clue! What did you do?
What did you do? You have a death wish or something? Are you trying to get yourself killed?
What is going on? That took a turn.
What is this? These are unfamiliar voices. And visions.
They are the ones who once again defeated the enemy and brought new hope to Eridu.
Belly, Foundation ceremony has far too many steps. My legs are killing me from standing here. And my back itches.
Everyone is watching. Behave.
If you're going to be so proper about it, then stop replying.
Next, please welcome Colonel Vike and Lieutenant Colonel Dan of the Guard of Staves to the stage for their commendation ceremony.
Oh wait, why are you ahead of me, Belly? Shouldn't this be sorted by surname initials? Why are they using given names instead?
Because it's sorted by rank. A colonel comes before a lieutenant colonel. That makes sense, doesn't it?
These are Ramiel's memories? But why am I seeing them? If I'm not mistaken, the person beside her is also one of the first generation Void Hunters. A colonel of the Guard of Staves, Peliora Vike. Huh? And this one is...
That is all I wish to add regarding the experiment. Professor Archie should have already gone over the rest with you.
Relax, Sunbringer. It'll be fine. You and RK have already explained the experiment to us nearly 100 times, each in your own way.
Then can you repeat it back to me, Ramiel?
Oh, I think I'm understanding. I'm not sure. I'm gonna speculate though. I'm thinking her best friend was Belly, who ended up losing control because of the experiment. Sunbringer was the one controlling the experiment, so now Ramiel wants to kill Sunbringer as revenge. Just speculation, but that's what I'm coming up with.
Don't worry, Sunbringer. I've memorized everything for her. I'll be watching over her during the experiment as well. So, there shouldn't be any problems.
What do you mean, shouldn't? Belly, you're supposed to say it'll definitely be fine.
The Karma Core sealed within the Void Hunter weapon. At the moment, most of our research remains entirely theoretical. As for further resonating with it, Professor Archie's experimental plan remains only theoretically feasible. Peliora, Ramiel. Before the experiment officially begins, you may still back out at any time. No one will hold it against you.
What are you talking about, Sunbringer? Of course someone would hold it against me. If I were to back down out of fear and throw away a chance that might let us conquer the Hollows once and for all, my future self would never forgive me for it.
Sealed within a Void Hunter weapon? A Karma Core? What is that? I've never heard of it.
Billy, you've been distracted today. What's on your mind?
Nothing in particular.
Really? Then does that mean you stepped on my feet 3 times in a row on purpose?
Ugh.
Come on, don't be so tense. We don't get to dance together every day. Just try to enjoy it, okay? I know what you're thinking, but look at me. I'm not worried at all, because I know that in tomorrow's experiment, no matter what happens, you'll be right there with me, as you always have.
Yeah. Just like always.
I'm sorry. I should have noticed sooner. Good night, Lily.
Countless shards of memory surge toward you like a tide. And then you are swallowed completely by endless darkness. I'm wondering if Ramiel is also protective of Belle because Belle reminds her of Belly. They have similar names and they both have that purple hair. And I guess they're both kind of experimented on?
Where am I?
You're in someone else's home, sleeping in someone else's bed. Please tell me you don't drool in your sleep.
Ramiel? Wait, is this the Enna Gang's hideout?
Correct. It looks like you're still in good shape. That whole ordeal didn't scramble your brain after all. Tell me, what did you see? Now, don't go quiet on me, Miss Proxy. Unless, are you perhaps a little too bashful to speak up? Worried you might be mistaken for a peeping Tom? I'll go first then. I saw you, your brother, and those two classmates of yours. What were their names again? Truvia and...
Serpico?
Serpico.
Serpico.
Oh, right, Serpico. So that's what happened between you all. No wonder you were so shaken.
Why? Why were we able to see each other's memories?
That is not a question I can answer for you. After all, I have only experienced it twice myself.
Twice?
Mm-hmm. The previous time was when I retrieved Thaumiel from within you. I was really caught off guard, too. I had no idea what was happening. It felt like a flood of memories that weren't my own poured into my mind all at once. Though it seems you have no recollection of it whatsoever. Maybe you were already on the verge of losing consciousness then, and felt nothing at all. All right. It seems I am the one who'll be mistaken for a voyeur. For the record, I didn't mean to pry. So, can you tell me now? What exactly did you see?
I saw you, Colonel Vike, and Lady Sunbringer. You were talking about something called a karma core, and after that...
Not long after that, Belly died. I killed her with my own hands.
Ramiel...
I'm sorry, Belle. I know I was the one who brought this up, but I'd rather not talk about it anymore. It's getting late. You should head back to Amber Hall.
The data from the Retroflux zone still requires further analysis and organization, and you shouldn't make your friends worry. Ramiel ushers you to the elevator entrance, and you take the elevator back near the phone booth on Beckford Street. I don't know why it wasn't voice acted for that last line. Thank you, Zenless Zone Zero. Enjoying time with your partner in crime? Of course, I love Ramiel. And welcome in, St. Kuba, welcome in. The lore implications point to the proxies, Bell, or Wise, whomever you choose, were the last experiments of the organizations I forgot the name of. Yeah, so I'm wondering... That was just a theory I had. Oh my, I just got here and I'm confuzzled. Yeah, that's like with all gacha games, though. Like, I feel like whenever I play a gacha game, I'm pretty much lost. There's parts and pieces I understand, but I get lost so easily. A short while later, at Ramiel's place.
Does everyone in that covenant of yours have this nasty habit of haunting people like restless ghosts?
I'm simply concerned about your mental state, Ramiel.
Then this is the worst possible time to appear. I can at least pretend you don't exist if you just stay away.
Sorry.
If you are truly sorry, then disappear. Now. You knew all along that Faith and I would have that strange resonance, didn't you? I'll take your silence as a yes.
Yes. I knew all along that she would have an anomalous resonance with you. The part of you that's already fused with the karma core. But I'm sorry. I did not expect the two of you to see fragments of each other's memories because of it.
Fine. Since you are being so sincere, I will forgive you this once. So, why did you show up this time? Surely you didn't come all this way just to apologize.
After your previous encounter with Eldrega, I'm sure you realize what the three Sunbringers of Rose Califer truly are.
Perhaps. I'm not drawing any conclusions here, but I have a fairly good guess. Sunbringer. She always did have a habit of taking things too far.
What's your plan then?
My plan? Well, How about a short summer vacation here in Rose Califer for now?
Ramiel, I hate to remind you again, but time is running out.
Though, to be honest, I don't think you need to be in such a hurry. I know that storm you foresaw better than you ever will. And I also know when it will arrive. And before it's finally here, let me rest a while longer. In this city in the sky, opportunities like this don't come often, so I just want to take one more good look at the ideal city my old friend poured her life's work into building, and at the final gift she left for this world.
I wonder who that AI is that she's talking to. I hope it's not that one evil one. I forgot the name of it.
I've never seen Ramiel look that sad before.
Oops, I didn't mean to talk to you, Cut. Sorry. Do not mean to talk to you. Oop. Okay. I don't know what that was, but we did something. Just love how the X button is a run button in this game. I love it so much because I always end up talking to random characters. All right, oh, looks like we go upstairs. Hey, Wise.
Belle, you're finally back.
Huh? What's wrong?
Huh? Wise, what's wrong? Why do you look so tense?
How could I not be? You suddenly lost contact with Fairy down at the bottom of the Retroflux zone. If Ramiel hadn't used your phone to let me know you were safe, I was about to grab Billy and Cecilia and go looking for you.
Sorry. That was my fault. I should have let you know first. Wait, how did Ramiel know my phone password? Did she learn it back then, too?
So, what exactly happened after we lost contact with you?
A lot of stuff happened. You explained to Wise what happened after you returned from the bottom floor of the Retroflux zone.
You shared each other's memories. Can our ocular implants actually do something like that?
Seems like it.
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever happened before. But Ramiel said she saw something similar when she pulled Thaumiel out of me. I think Thaumiel and my ocular implants must have had some kind of weird reaction or a resonance.
True. Thaumiel was there both times. But you've spent quite some time with Ramiel before, and nothing like this has happened, right?
Yeah, that's true. I feel like there has to be something else besides the ocular implants and Thaumiel.
How about we go ask Lady Dracaena the night after tomorrow? She's overseeing our treatment, so she may know more about this.
Yeah, but like telling her how we are talking to a wanted criminal who tried to assassinate her, I don't think that's a great idea.
The night after tomorrow? Why then?
Lady Dracaena will be hosting a welcome banquet for the guests at the CCD reception hall. We received invitations as well.
Lady Dracaena's hosting it herself. Does that mean the CCD's singularity leakage issue has already been resolved?
Welcome in, Chris the Sith Lord. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow and congratulations for joining the shrine and becoming a Foxalite.
Most likely. Otherwise, she wouldn't have scheduled it. I heard there's another welcome banquet happening in Virium at the same time. Lady Linvern and the ESD are hosting it for guests who still haven't been cleared to land in Buastrom. When I went out this afternoon, I ran into Valina and Norma. It looked like they were already heading to Virium to make preparations.
So there are still guests stuck in Virium. Do you think that person who looked like Sir Pico could really have been...
No, Belle. There's no chance it was him. You know he's already...
Yeah.
It's all right. I understand. Seeing Truvia again was bound to stir up old memories. But that's all in the past now. Serpico, Helios Academy. They're gone.
Are they, though? Is it really all in the past?
Jeez, Wise. How come you look even more upset than I do? Come on. That's enough doom and gloom for one night. Time for bed. We worked way too hard to fix our sleep schedule. Let's not mess it up again.
You're one to talk. Get some rest. And no playing phone games under the covers. Got it?
I would never. Ew. Welcome in, King Sonic. Welcome in. Congratulations for your 55 stream streak. Thank you so much for being here. It's much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Wise leaves.
Before bed, maybe I should take another look at the data from the Retroflux zone. If I'm lucky, I might find something that tells me who the culprit really is.
You sit in front of the HDD and completely lose track of time. Late at night.
Belle? Your light's still on. Are you still working? Belle?
She stayed up late when she said she shouldn't.
I told her to go to bed early, and yet... What are these papers scattered here?
Notice. These are drafts Master used to analyze the culprit's intentions. Additional notice. Master has been asleep for approximately 30 minutes. Deep sleep is highly probable. Suggestion. Second Assistant, please refrain from any action that may wake Master.
I know, Fairy. She needs some good rest. I'll handle it from here. That's what the Second Assistant is for.
Negative. Correction. Second Assistant will complete it under Supreme Assistant's direction.
Oh my gosh, Fairy.
All right. I'm counting on you then, Supreme Assistant.
I like how Wise has just accepted that he's second assistant now. He doesn't even argue.
Fairy, give me a quick summary of everything we've established so far.
Understood. Displaying all current findings and analysis for Second Assistant. Finding 1. The culprit's victims share no common traits. Their identities are of limited use for further deduction. Finding 2. Whenever the culprit implanted potent ether into each Bangbu victim, he also set a specific activation time and activation location.
So for the culprit, what matters is the time and location, not the victim's identities.
Affirmative. Based on current information, the most meaningful data is the time and location of each singularity leakage.
He's like, sure, Jan. Yeah, pretty much. He's like, yeah, okay, yeah. You are the Supreme Assistant.
Fairy, can you pull up Airspace Patrol's recent records? Start from when singularity leakages began appearing frequently. I want to see when and where each occurred.
Understood. Accessing Airspace Patrol's internal network.
Wait, Fairy. Why are you hacking into Airspace Patrol's intranet? How do we even explain this if they catch us? Just stick to the public records.
Too late, Second Assistant. Intrusion and search processes complete.
Oh gosh, we're so getting in trouble.
A complete schematic has been generated for Second Assistant, with all singularity leakage times and locations marked.
So these circles mark where each singularity leakage appeared, right? The energy hub, the retroflux zone, the CCD. Well, looking at the map, they appear to be randomly scattered around Buastrom. Oh, right. I remember now. Even after a singularity leakage disappears, there's still a window where it can be reactivated.
Affirmative. Such events exist in archived records.
Fairy, could you mark the locations of these reactivated singularity leakages as well?
Understood. Corresponding locations have been added to the map for Second Assistant.
Huh. The positions changed a lot. No wonder it took so long for Lady Dracena to deal with the CCD's singularity leakage problem. Fairy, what's the significance of these overlapping areas?
Answer. These indicate multiple singularity leakages occurring in close proximity, both in time and location. Analysis. Under these conditions, multiple singularity leakages interact, causing the affected area in real space to expand accordingly.
So what you're saying is, multiple singularity leakages that appear at the same time and place can overlap. Wait, does that mean... Fairy, can you reorganize this data again? I want to pinpoint when and where these singularity leakages came closest to overlapping.
Understood. Generating new analysis results for Second Assistant.
This is it. This has to be it.
How long was I out for? Fairy, I said wake me up after a bit. Wise? What are you doing here?
That's not important. Fairy and I have figured out the culprit's true intent in creating singularity leakages. Come take a look. This is the location of the singularity leakage the culprit created last week. 3 days after we rescued Toby. All the singularity leakages overlap with one another, and the affected area stretches from the edge of Scommel Hollow all the way to Buastrom's main urban district.
So, the culprit could use this method to move something from Scommel Hollow to Buastrom. Wait, Gerta Blulu?
Yeah, I think so too. The culprit's real objective is likely to move Gerta Blulu into Buastrom's urban district. When you encountered it, it was clearly attracted to singularity leakages.
But what happens after that? Once Gerta Blulu is inside Buastrom's urban district, then what? And besides, if it's really inside the singularity leakages in Buastrom right now, why hasn't anyone spotted it yet?
Looks like we'll have to follow the trail of singularity leakages and investigate on site.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Once it's daylight, Billy, Cecilia, and I will head to the energy hub. Maybe we can follow whatever traces are left and find a new lead.
After saying goodnight to Wise, you rest for a few hours. Soon, another morning arrives.
I don't think I slept very well. Whatever. I should head downstairs and find Billy and the others first.
Belle! There you are! Wise already told us everything.
Thank you for the lurk, Saturn. Thank you, thank you.
Now that's our manager! You found a clue on the culprit in no time at all!
Alright, time to investigate the site. We'll start at the energy hub and follow the singularity leakages one by one until we track down either the culprit or Gerta Blulu.
Right. Fairy and I will stay here and provide remote support, as always. Belle, if you end up running into the culprit or Gerta Blulu, your safety comes first. Don't take any unnecessary risks.
Don't worry, Wise. I'll be extra careful. Promise.
We'll protect the manager too!
Yeah, don't worry, Wise. If anything goes wrong, I'll grab Belle and make a run for it. Oh, sorry, Billy. You're on your own, buddy.
Billy can take care of himself. It'll be fine.
No problem! A Starlight Knight always protects their companions until their dying breath!
Wow. Seriously? Come on. Don't say stuff like that. It's bad luck. Anyway, it's getting late. Let's go!
You then head to the energy hub with Billy and Cecilia. Following the path where singularity leakages appeared, you make your way deeper into the energy hub. Eventually, you arrive in front of a strange fissure. This should be the end of the path. You carefully step inside, only to find yourselves facing...
Belle, we're here. Stay sharp, and if things go south, just run. Huh? Where are we? Did we end up back in Buastrom?
It looks like... an office?
I think I've seen this place before.
This place feels really familiar. Wait, isn't this Lady Dracina's office? Felina brought me here before.
Huh? Lady Dracina's office? So Gerta Blulu came all the way here just to walk straight into a trap? But Lady Dracina never mentioned anything like that.
This is so strange. We expected the singularity leakage trail to lead into Buastrom. But why Lady Dracina's office of all places?
Wait! Footsteps outside! Hide! Now!
Before you can start to hide, the office door opens.
startled me. What are you all doing here?
Oh, well, actually, Belle! You explain.
You tell Lady Dracini what you've discovered so far and how you arrived here from the energy hub.
I see. A path formed by singularity leakages? I really hadn't considered that possibility before. If your speculation is correct, then Gerta Blulu is most likely hiding among the singularity leakages in Buastrum right now. And if that's the case, then it all makes sense.
It does, 'cause I'm lost.
Huh? Lady Dracina? Do you have any other clues? Well, you see, a few nights ago, a small singularity leakage appeared near my office. Considering that, together with your deductions, the target of both the culprit and Gerta Blulu is most likely...
Dracina herself?
Belle, could I ask these two to step outside for a moment? After all, their identities...
It's just a pet and an appliance. You don't have to worry about those two.
Huh? It's okay, Lady Dracina. We're all friends here. There won't be any trouble. I understand, but this concerns Rose Califer's highest level secrets. The fewer people who know, the better.
Yeah, I don't think you can just be like, they're my friends, it's fine. It's fine if it gets out. No, that's not how this works, Belle. Come on, use your head.
Especially considering who these two are. A new Eridu public security officer and, an unemployed freeloader.
Unemployed freeloader. That's funny because Billy isn't the one freeloading. It's more of Cecilia, honestly. All right, we will be right back, though, after this ad break. everyone, welcome back, and congratulations for surviving the adpocalypse. V was never seen again. Stop being so dramatic. I'm back. I'm here. All right, let's go ahead and continue on with the main story.
An unemployed freeloader is a little harsh, Lady Dracaena.
Oh, I get it. It's the kind of top secret stuff where knowing too much means trouble, right? Maybe even getting silenced permanently.
Sissy understands it.
Yeah, more or less.
It's like we could still hear her voice in the wind. It's almost like she's still with us.
It's a bit complicated, so Belle and I will need some time to talk. Cecilia and Billy, you can return to Amber Hall and rest. Once we're done, someone will escort Belle back to you. Right away, no problem, Lady Dracaena. Me and this robot vacuum will disappear right now. We already stopped listening.
Cyssia hurries away with Billy in tow. Something feels off.
Something feels off somehow. Why am I being treated differently from Cecilia and Billy? Is it something about my identity? Why would Lady Dracaena send them away like that? Should I call Billy and Cecilia back here?
What is it, Belle? Something on your mind?
What if it's not Dracaena? What if it's a fake, an imposter?
It's nothing, Lady Dracaena.
Come here, Belle. I'll tell you what happened that night. That night, I had just returned to my office when I sensed an unusually strong ether presence in the air. The source seems to be somewhere around here.
Now that you mention it, yeah. I can still feel a faint trace of ether in this room.
Aside from the residual ether, these documents were scattered across the floor at the time.
Lady Dracaena, do these documents have something to do with what happened?
Compare them with what you have found. Once you read them, you will understand.
CCD facility renovation plans, personnel transfer records, Rosetta data, daily reports. These don't really have anything in common, do they? What's going on? My eyes just... Huh? Wait, that ethereal broke in here days ago. So why is there still ether residue? And the ether isn't coming from in front of me. It feels more like...
It's Dracaena.
behind me.
Called it! Called it!
I knew it! You're not Lady Dracaena!
You should have listened to your instincts, Belle.
What the heck are you?
That's a very good question. Where's the real Lady Dracaena, then?
Lady Dracaena, I'm Truvia from High Ambitions Corp. I'm here for our appointment.
Truvia, run!
Huh? No. She can't have another friend just die. No.
Truvia! No. No, no, no!
Move, now!
Well, that was unexpected. Inside the CCD, a piercing alarm sounds again and again.
Lady Dracaena, are you unharmed? We received word that something inside the CCD... Is that... Miss Truvia? How did this...
Sigrid? Oh, thank goodness, just in time. Hurry, help me stop the bleeding.
She's got everybody fooled. Oh yeah, I had to walk away for like 5 minutes. You've been predicting half of the storylines. I mean, when you play enough games like this, it kind of gets easy to predict, I suppose.
Yes, Lady Dracaena.
This is my fault. I shouldn't have left her here alone with
Belle? Lady Dracaena, forgive my boldness, but do you mean... Miss Belle gravely wounded Miss Truvia?
Now they're trying to pull it, trying to make it seem like it was Belle. Oh no. Oh no. Humans, pattern recognition? No.
Yes, that's what happened. What I mean is, I never realized there was such a deep animosity between Belle and Truvia. But But I believe Belle must have acted on impulse. She would never do this otherwise.
I don't think acting on impulse would constitute killing somebody. Like, what are you talking about? She wouldn't do this otherwise. It must have been on impulse. What kind of excuse is that?
In any case, our first priority is to find Belle and get to the bottom of this. She just fled. Lindvern isn't here, so can I count on you to handle this, Sigrid? Sigrid, is something troubling you?
Ah, my apologies, Lady Dracaena. I will find Belle at once and bring her back to you.
Good. I'll leave that to you, Sigrid. And about tonight? Keep it quiet for now. We don't want our guests who've just arrived to feel any unnecessary panic.
We don't want the guests who arrived with Truvia to know that Truvia was gravely injured and might die. That's a great plan. Nothing could go wrong there.
Yes, Lady Dracaena.
Go, Sigrid. Go fulfill your duty. Find her, arrest her, and then bring her back to me.
Meanwhile, somewhere in the City of the Skies...
Pyrois! Why? Why did you pull me back? Truvia, she was right there! Why wouldn't you let me save her?
Because she's beyond saving.
Oof. That's a harsh truth. It sounds like she's not gonna make it.
Huh?
Her wounds were clearly fatal. There was no way to save her. And that thing that appeared like Sunbringer, we cannot face it on our own.
I'm a little confused because if Sunbringer is 3 different people and split herself into 3 different people, wouldn't Sunbringer know if something is not right with the other one, like Dracaena? It doesn't make sense unless if all 3 Sunbringers were somehow imposters? Question mark?
But aren't you powerful, Pyrois?
You're supposed to be powerful, Pyrois! So why? Why didn't you use that power to save her?
Are you sure? Do you really want to see the rest of Rose Califer buried alongside your old classmate? Acting on impulse won't save her. And it won't help you either. Take some time to clear your head in the rain before that thing finds you. And then go do what only you can do. What you have to do.
Something only I can do. But right now, I can't do anything.
I'm guessing that's Sigrid's footsteps. No,
You sure look like a mess.
it's Ramiel. Interesting.
It's only been one day. How did you end up like this?
Ramiel? Why are you here?
The airspace patrol alarms have been going off non-stop. So I had to check, didn't I? They could be looking for their fugitive. So, how did you manage to end up in such a mess? All right. If you don't want to talk, fine. But don't stand out here in the rain, okay? You'll catch a cold. And if you don't want to go home... Oh, right. Amber Hall's already surrounded by the airspace patrol. Going back now would be walking straight into a trap. In that case, why not come to my place for a while? At least I can give you somewhere to sleep. If you don't answer, then I'll take your silence as a yes.
Still dazed, you let Ramiel bring you back to her place at the Enna gang's hideout. Well, that was spicy. I was not expecting that this chapter. All right.
Here's a towel. You should dry yourself off. If you've got the strength, you can take a hot shower, too. There's a makeshift bathroom over there. The Bangbu built it for me. Okay, fine. If you don't want to move, I'll dry you off myself.
Why? Why did you bring me here?
Hey, shouldn't you thank me first, Miss Soaked to the Bone?
Thanks, Romeo.
Since when did you become so obedient? That isn't like you at all. If you really want to show your thanks, here, it's your turn.
That was way spicier than usual, right? You don't expect death. Literally, that girl got impaled. Yeah. Ramiel hands over another clean towel as she speaks.
My turn? To do what?
Your turn to dry my wings for me, of course. There are spots I can't reach on my own. Hey, what's with that look? I've already dried you off. Now it's your turn to return the favor.
Okay.
You switch places with Ramiel and sit behind her. So this is what a winged Thyron's wings feel like.
You know, Belle, I've never liked rainy days. The rain always leaves my wings soaked and heavy. Shake as I might, I can never quite dry them. The same goes for taking a shower, though at least I can manage to keep my wings from getting too wet.
Wet wings must feel really uncomfortable, right?
Yes. Honestly, it's miserable and such a hassle to manage. A hairdryer is useless. Too hot and I start shedding. Too cold and I catch a chill. But I can't just wait for them to air dry. It takes forever, and I'm way too impatient for that. Besides, it leaves this strange smell that I can never wash out. So, the best solution is a slow towel dry like this. But with wings this large, there are always spots I can't reach. Before, if I got caught in the rain, I'd sneak onto Belly's bed and roll around, drying my wings on her sheets.
Oh my god, she acted like a pet. I would expect that from a cat or a dog.
Huh? Wait, hold up. How on earth could you just barge into someone else's bed? Wouldn't she be furious?
It was fine as long as I didn't get caught. Though, of course, whenever Belly did notice me, she was absolutely furious. And no matter how angry she was, in the end, she'd always do just what you're doing now. Slowly drying the spots that were still damp. Belle, do you know what New Eridu's records say about what became of Belly and me?
I remember something about an operation called the Day of Silence. You and Colonel Vike were involved in an accident, and then both died in the line of duty.
Yes, died in the line of duty. Such a noble, dignified phrase. Though, in a sense, it isn't entirely wrong. After all, for us Void Hunters, our first and only duty was to suppress the Karma Core inside our weapons.
The Karma Core? Inside the Void Hunter's weapons?
That's right. Remember the Enchainer I mentioned before? What truly sets them apart from ordinary ethereals is a special core known as a Karma Core, found only within an Enchainer.
Coming in here to lurk, have a good stream. Thank you, Nanika. Thank you for the lurk, much appreciated.
According to RK, a Karma Core differs from an ordinary ether core. It doesn't form naturally. It is something made directly by the Creator. The Creator made the Karma Cores, a power capable of rewriting the laws within Hollows, and used them as the cores to create the Enchainers of the Great Hollows. That's the gist of it, at least. Back then, after a long and bitter struggle, we finally were able to bring down one of the Enchainers. But the Karma Core itself could not be destroyed. RK and Sunbringer, they wanted to eliminate the threat posed by the Karma Core once and for all, while allowing humanity to harness the power within it. In the end, they found a way to seal the Karma Core within Porceloy. And from that, they forged the Void Hunter weapons.
When you fall off the horse, you get back up and you eat that horse? No, we're not eating the horse.
So,
we don't eat
power
horses
inside the
here.
Hunter weapons actually comes from the creator?
I mean, Sir Julius might, but that's Sir Julius. He's something else. Yes, eat that horse. See, I told you, he's something else.
Yes, which is exactly why there are so many side effects.
I feel attacked. I mean, like, did I not say the truth? Not eat. It's just a quote from Dragon Ball Abridged. I gotcha. I don't watch Dragon Ball at all, or Abridged.
At the time, we were naive enough to believe that if we could truly master that power, humanity might finally overcome the Hollows once and for all.
Sir Julius is one of one. He's, different. That's why I said we cannot have two of him. That is not allowed.
So, when RK and Sunbringer proposed the plan, we never doubted it for a moment.
Lady Sunbringer and Professor RK's plan?
Yes. Project Sunseeker. I'll never forget that accursed name for as long as I live. Simply put, it was an experiment that used vast quantities of Porceloy as a medium to partially fuse us Void Hunters with the Karma Core sealed within our weapons.
They fused you with a Karma Core? Then that means...
It meant we'd become artificial enchainers. No more enduring the costs of wielding Void Hunter weapons, and perhaps even achieving a stronger form to defend New Eridu. Looking back, I can hardly believe I fell for RK's lies so easily.
So, it was in that experiment when you and Colonel Vike...
Yes. Belly and I were the final participants. Or rather, the final test subjects. Looking back, I wonder if Belly already knew the truth behind RK and Sunbringer's plan.
So, I'm a little confused. I'm wondering if Sunbringer knew that this plan would be bad or could possibly go bad, or if it was all the RK person, because she doesn't talk bad about Sunbringer, only RK. However, she did try to kill Sunbringer. So, What is the cost of these Void Hunter weapons? Trying to understand the story. If I understand correctly, it's like Ye Shugong. She has a Void Hunter weapon and she's a Void Hunter. Her weapon makes her lose her senses. And as well as her memories. So the more she uses it, the more she kind of goes blind, kind of loses hearing, and forgets things. That was a sad story in season 2. So if I understand correctly, it's stuff like that.
Otherwise, she probably wouldn't have insisted on coming along. She's never been one to enjoy the spotlight. If only I'd realized what she was thinking sooner.
Ramiel.
RK was extremely meticulous, always laying out careful, detailed plans. So, I can't say if the Karma Core losing control during the experiment was truly an accident, or if it was his cleverly disguised plan all along.
OMG, that's terrible. Yeah, that storyline was sad.
But whatever the truth, it ended with the Karma Core spiraling out of control and Belly becoming a new Enchainer.
I didn't know ZZZ got so serious. Oh yeah, it does. It definitely does.
As for me, I partially fused with the karma core inside Thaumiel, becoming what I am now. A monster. Half human, half enchainer. Maybe, deep down, I'm just not ready to give up my life so easily.
The art style is so upbeat. Yeah, it's upbeat. There are plenty of upbeat and hee hee ha ha funny moments. Like we had one not too long ago with Cynthia being identified as a pet and then Billy being an appliance. So there's plenty of hee hee ha ha moments, but they do a good job of also making there be serious moments like a real story should have. And there are some silly elements, but it tackles some serious stories. Yes, yes.
In the final moment, Thaumiel's power of controlling temporal patterns froze me in a state of near suspended animation. I didn't fully awaken from the seal in Persena's Hollow until about a year ago.
The power of temporal patterns?
Right. Remember my feathers? The ones that can pin you in place. That's an example. The karma core sealed within Thaumiel holds the power to halt the flow of time. And because I partially fused with the karma core, even without Thaumiel, I can replicate a similar effect on a smaller scale. But that little bit of power isn't nearly enough to take on those 3 Sunbringers. That's why I had to reclaim Thaumiel. Even if it accelerates my path to becoming an enchainer, I still have to...
Ramiel falls silent for a moment. She still has her back to you, but somehow you can picture the sadness and loneliness on her face. Just like the expression you're wearing right now.
Never mind. Enough about me. Why am I even telling you all of this? Still, now that I've told you so much...
A white wing suddenly sweeps in front of you. Ramiel turns to face you, wearing the same faintly enigmatic smile as always.
It's your turn.
Huh? My turn again? Wait, to do what?
To tell me your story, of course. Let's call it another round of our little Q&A game. You didn't actually ask, but I had a feeling you'd want to know. So I went ahead and answered anyway. Now, it's your turn.
You just started talking on your own.
I wasn't even going to ask anything. You just started talking.
Fair enough. But once you say certain things out loud, they don't weigh on you quite as much anymore. Or perhaps you'd like a little help getting started? Let me think.
Think back to your days at Helios Academy.
Serpico and Truvia. They transferred to Helios not long after Wise and I started there. They came from a prominent background. They were the adopted children of Masyant, the head of High Ambitions Corp. On top of that, they were excellent students. It didn't take long for them to become the talk of the academy. We were all studying under Miss Carroll at the time, and before long, we became close friends. Back then, we were full of big dreams. We wanted to fully understand the Hollows, maybe even conquer all 6 Great Hollows, or as our teachers like to put it, seize the sun called Helios. Later, because the 4 of us had the top grades, we became the only 4 people ever to have smart ocular implants. Then, during a performance test for the implants, I lost control. Serpico, he died because of me. When I finally woke up in the hospital, I learned that Truvia had been taken away by people from High Ambitions the day after the incident. The next time I saw her was during the fall of the old capital. She was with one of High Ambitions' rescue teams. To be honest, I never imagined we'd meet again like that. Wise and I were both badly injured at the time. But we still wanted to go back. Back to the ruins of Helios, and save as many people as we could. We begged Truvia for High Ambition's help. We were willing to guide them through the hollows, willing to do whatever they asked of us, but she refused, without a moment's hesitation. What happened after that is kind of a blur. But on that day, no one made it out of Helios alive, except Wise and me. Then, in Rose Califer, I saw Truvia again. We talked about the past, but the way she spoke about it felt like she was talking about someone else's life. I don't know how to face her. And ever since then, no matter what I do, I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. That gaze. I don't know whether it was Truvia's, or Serpico's, or...
Perhaps it was your own. The you from the past. The one who kept thinking, if only I'd done something sooner. The one who never managed to forgive themselves. Making peace with the past isn't easy. And sometimes, you don't get the chance at all.
Yeah. There won't be another chance. Truvia. She was killed by Dracena. By that thing pretending to be Dracena.
Something pretending to be Dracena? Belle, what exactly happened before I found you? Will you tell me?
You tell Ramiel everything that happened inside the CCD.
I see. So that means Dracena, the youngest of the Sunbringers, had already... No. Judging from the timeline and the outcome, perhaps not yet.
Suddenly, a commotion erupts outside. Hurried bamboo footsteps and frantic shouting echo through the area.
Huh? What's going on out there?
I'm not sure. Let's go find out. All right.
Probably them looking for Belle.
Just, not the bed. Wet bedding is such a pain to deal with.
Go back, there's nothing here. Oh, it's Sigrid. Hold it, I'm like, they're probably looking for Belle. Lady Sigrid, please don't come any closer. There's nothing here.
I'm afraid I cannot comply. I know Miss Belle is here, and I have come to take her back. Please do not stand in the way of my duty.
Sigrid. She won't be easy to fool. Belle, hide for now. I'll think of something. Belle? What are you doing?
Seems like Belle's not good at listening.
Sigrid, leave them out of this. I'm right here.
Thank you for your understanding and cooperation, Miss Belle.
But... I'm sorry. I can't go back with you.
You came out on your own?
Since Belle has already stepped out into the open, I suppose there's little point in my remaining hidden. This would be our first proper face-to-face meeting, would it not, Deputy Director of Airspace Patrol?
Ramiel. Now that is an unexpected development. Miss Belle, Lady Dracena has ordered a search for you. But our only aim is to uncover the truth of what happened inside the CCD. So please, come back with me. As for this fugitive wanted for the attempted assassination of Lady Eldrada...
Just so we're clear, if you decide to make a move here, you'll be the only one who dies.
How can you be so sure before you actually try?
I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I am a fugitive after all. Hardly a saint to begin with. But are you really willing to die like this? As a puppet controlled by that monster without ever learning the truth?
Then speak plainly. I have no patience for riddles.
Ramiel does like her riddles. I mean, I will give Sigrid that.
Very well. You really do take all the fun out of it, don't you? Then I'll tell you outright. The Sunbringer inside the CCD was Gerta Blulu in disguise.
What did you say?
Huh? I expected that reaction from Sigrid, but you too, Belle? I thought you'd figured it out already.
How did you even come to that conclusion? I know it definitely wasn't Lady Dracaena, but Gerta Blulu? There's no way.
That is quite a story you've come up with, Remiel.
Oh? I was expecting something more along the lines of, "How dare you slander Lady Dracaena?" followed by you charging straight at me with your spear. I was quite prepared for that. Or could it be you've suspected all along that the Sunbringer at the CCD might not be the real one?
Oh. She already had the thought. Interesting.
What makes you so certain that it was Gerta Blulu?
Intuition, perhaps? Of course, there was also my trust in Belle, and a little reasoning. According to Belle's account, they followed the trail of singularity leakage through the energy hub, yet somehow ended up in Draceena's office. Then the false Dracaena showed up, sent Billy and Cecilia away, began mutating into an ethereal, and attempted to silence Belle for good. That's when Truvia arrived. She saw through the imposter's disguise too, and became her first target. After that, Sigrid, Dracaena ordered you to bring Belle back to the CCD and uncover the truth. Have I got that right?
Yeah. Sigrid, I know it's hard to believe, but that's what I saw with my own eyes.
I did receive orders from Lady Dracaena. But what does that prove?
Let's put it this way, Sigrid. Before you arrived, based solely on Belle's description, I assumed Lady Draceena's karma core had gone out of control and turned her into an enchainer. But from what we've seen before, if that were the case, there is no way she could have retained her human consciousness, much less continued issuing orders to you. With that possibility ruled out, and considering Belle's discovery of the singularity leakages, along with the recent appearance of multiple enchainer larvae, it is entirely possible that either Gerta Blulu or Bashmu entered the CCD through the singularity leakage, and, through the karma core, became partially fused with Dracaena.
How could that even be possible?
It seems you have at least a basic understanding of enchainers and karma cores. Good. That saves me a fair bit of explanation.
I am so confused and lost. Please explain to me like I'm in kindergarten.
I can't say how Sunbringer managed it, but the most likely explanation is that she divided her karma core into 3 parts and entrusted them to the 3 ladies we see today.
Okay, I understand that part.
That would also explain why Gerta Blulu and Bashmu appeared at roughly the same time. Then again, there may be a 3rd enchainer larva out there that we simply haven't discovered yet. As for why I don't think it was Bashmu, well, that's the easy part. Bashmu is enormous. Had it appeared in Buastrum, it couldn't possibly have gone unnoticed. So, either it was Gerta Blulu, or a 3rd enchainer larva we haven't discovered yet. It attacked Lady Dracaena, and it succeeded. Just not completely. Otherwise, there would have been no reason to keep impersonating her. If I had to compare it to something, it would be like, 2 people fighting over the same controller. Draceena's consciousness and Gerta Blulu's consciousness coexist in the same body, competing for control of both the body and the karma core. Judging by the current situation, it seems Gerta Blulu has the upper hand.
That is still nothing more than speculation. And if Miss Belle deceived you, then none of your conclusions would hold.
It's true. I have no way of proving that I wasn't lying.
It's all right, Belle. I believe you. And I believe everything you've told me. Remember the rules of our little Q&A game. You don't have to tell the whole truth, but no one is allowed to lie. And besides, Sigrid, you've heard us out this much already. I'd say that means there's still room for us to talk. Wouldn't you agree?
What is it you want to talk about?
Why, how to get that poor little Sunbringer out of her current predicament, of course. So, interested? There's too many eyes out here. We should speak inside.
Alright, let's go back to Ramiel's room. Oops. No entry. This room belongs to someone even higher than our boss, the Great One above the boss. No entry without the boss's permission. Above the boss. Doesn't that mean the boss's permission would count? No idea. The point is no entry. No, I'm entering. You don't get to tell me what to do.
I never expected the Airspace Patrol surveillance network to have such a glaring blind spot.
Would you call it that? Before all this, I wouldn't have believed anyone would willingly live in the sewers with a whole colony of Bangboo either.
I was pretty shocked when I first got here too.
All right, let's save the small talk for later. Let's discuss how we're going to deal with Gerta Blulu. Or rather, what to do about Dracena. First of all, the enemy has already taken control of the CCD. That effectively gives it access to Roskalifer's communications network as well. In other words, we can't communicate with anyone through electronic means right now. If we do, it'll notice us almost immediately.
Lady Dracena did give orders to keep a close watch on any unusual communication signals within the island.
See? The enemy is already starting to show the cloven hoof. No offense to horse tyrants, of course.
Go on.
I don't think Sigrid liked that joke.
Dealing with it wouldn't actually be difficult. The real problem is how to do it quietly. Even I can't be sure I could bring it down in a single strike. None of us knows how deeply it has fused with the Karma Core. If we act rashly, worst case, everyone in Roskalifer ends up witnessing Lady Dracena turn into an ethereal. And by then, even if we manage to save Dracena, to Roskalifer, all we've really done is save a monster that could turn into an ethereal at any moment.
I never thought you cared about Roskalifer's order and stability.
Why wouldn't I? This is the utopia my friend built with her own hands.
Thank you so much, Kitsu Annie, for the follow, and congratulations for joining the shrine and becoming a Foxalite.
Ramiel's right. We need a way to keep the imposter contained without drawing any attention. Sneaking back into the CCD again probably won't work. Even if Sigrid helped us and cleared out all the guards, the imposter would catch on the moment she did anything out of the ordinary. Unless we could somehow lure the imposter out of the CCD and into somewhere isolated. Somewhere no one would notice. Wait. Ramiel, Sigrid, I've got it! A way to deal with that imposter without anyone ever finding out.
Oh?
Please, go on.
Tomorrow evening, the CCD will be holding a welcoming banquet for the island's guests in its reception hall. It's supposed to be hosted by Lady Dracena herself, which means she's definitely going to be there.
That does sound promising. We could go in as guests instead of forcing our way into the CCD. That would save us a great deal of trouble.
But, Miss Bell, with so many guests around, how do you plan to stay unnoticed?
What if a singularity leakage appeared just as the imposter made its appearance? Or maybe a passage formed from multiple singularity leakages? If that's how it got into Buastrum, then we could use the same trick to send it back. And if there just happened to be no airspace patrol soldiers patrolling the hollow at the time, then nobody would notice, right?
I am starting to lose track of what you mean, Miss Bell. How are you going to make a singularity leakage appear in the CCD reception hall at that exact time?
Yesterday, Ramiel and I found the culprit's crime scene at the bottom of the retroflux zone. We also figured out how those singularity leakages are being created. I think I can make something similar. If we keep it under control, nobody at the banquet will be in any danger.
Fighting fire with fire, are we?
Yeah, as long as we have stable hollow observation data to run the calculations. Oh, wait, no. I don't have the HDD with me, and I can't reach Wise or Fairy either. So how am I supposed to get stable hollow observation data?
Uh-oh. That look on your face tells me something's wrong, Belle.
If you are concerned about obtaining stable hollow observation data, while I am not an expert in that field, I should still be able to offer some assistance. There is a derelict area known as Rosewick within the Scommel Hollow. During patrols, we discovered equipment there that is similar to what the CCD uses to process Rosetta data.
Welcome in, Viper Nation. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good evening.
However, due to their excessive size, they were left abandoned on site and never retrieved.
If that equipment still works, then that might just do it. But without Databoo handling the calculations, it'd probably take forever to... the Enna Gang's Bangboo! Most of the Enna Gang's Bangboo used to be CCD Databoo. If they're willing to help us.
Don't you remember, Belle? In their eyes, those 3 Sunbringers are all imposters. Anyway, leave this to me. At the very least, Prophet Boo should be willing to do me this favor.
I'm doing good this evening. Nice, nice. Glad to hear it.
That leaves one final question. How are we supposed to get into Scommel Hollow without tipping off the imposter?
Almost simultaneously, you and Ramiel turn to look at Sigrid.
Why are you both suddenly looking at me like that?
Oh, nothing. I simply thought a certain airspace patrol deputy director might be able to get us into Scommel Hollow.
Oh, nothing, she says, all innocent-like. Welcome in, Blader. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good night, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is where you're at.
At first light tomorrow, I will return here and find a way to get you to Rosewick. I can also pretend I never saw you tonight. That is all the assistance I can offer.
Sigrid's in. She's in on the plan. Yes, thank you. Nice, nice.
And if I discover that everything you have told me is false, I will personally answer for tonight's decision, whatever the cost.
Sigrid turns to leave, but pauses just before reaching the door.
Before I leave, there is one final matter I would like to confirm with you, Ramiel.
Mm-hmm.
You once attempted to assassinate Lady Eldrada. Why, then, are you going to such lengths to save Lady Dracena?
Because none of them are the Sunbringer I'm looking for. To me, they're no different from this city in the sky. They're all gifts Sunbringer left behind for the world. I simply don't want to stand by and watch the things my friend cherished be destroyed by monsters from who knows where.
Sigrid says nothing more and leaves. After that, you and Ramiel spend some time explaining everything to Prophet Boo. He wrestles with it for a while, but eventually agrees to your request. It's getting late. Better get some rest while you can. Everything depends on tomorrow. Alright, let me see. I'm guessing we are... where are we in this quest line? Okay, it wants us to head back into Ramiel's room. I'm trying to think of when a good time... This might actually be a good time for us to end, and we can continue the rest of the story on Tuesday. That's what I'm thinking. So we're gonna go ahead and end there, you guys, a little bit early, just a little bit, but the next part is like really long, and I feel like we can do that on Tuesday, since I did put it on the schedule that we'll be continuing it on Tuesday. Let me go ahead and find the right button. What button do I want to press? This button. Here we go. Tomorrow is Tuesday. No, not for you, Sir Julius. For people in the US, it's Monday. Yes, we will be back on Tuesday in the US, Wednesday for the other side of the world. That's when we'll be back. Same time, same place, 6 p.m. MDT. I do post my schedule weekly on Discord, Twitter, and Blue Sky. Links are right there. So if you need my schedule, it's right there. We'll continue Zenless Zone Zero, Season 3, Chapter 2, Part 3, and finish this, this whole thing on Tuesday. Thanks for the stream, B. Fun as always. Thank you for being here. It's much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. We need more B. So short. I'm sorry. I know I usually go 2 hours minimum, but I feel like this is such a good place to end that I'm like, you know what? We'll go ahead and end it here. Continue on Tuesday. I do try to do the 2 hours minimum. Y'all all are in the wrong time zone. Shaking my head. Nah, you're just in the future, okay? I live in the past. Obviously, the past is better than the future. Especially with how the economy is going. Past is better. Alright, you guys. Thank you, everyone, for being here. You guys are all awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and see who we shall raid into. Choices. I don't know. There's some choices we have. We have some choices, you guys. Let me see what he's doing. Okay, we're gonna raid into Brave Okami. It looks like he's playing some Hollow Knight Silk song. He is awesome, highly recommend. He is a wolf VTuber, a Spirit Wolf Guardian VTuber. So we're gonna raid into him. There is the raid message right there. You guys go ahead and copy and paste that into Brave Okami's chat so he knows where you guys all came from. Thank you for being here. It's much, much appreciated. I hope to see you guys all on Tuesday. And with that being said, please keep all paws and tails inside the ride at all times. And here we go.